Have you ever noticed that the most confident people are usually the quietest? Or, on the contrary, that the least confident people are usually the loudest? Today, we're diving into how confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud, and how you can harness this to boost your own self-confidence. Hey, I'm Liv, and welcome back to Lively. It's been a while, so I'm very excited to do this video. We'll quickly explore the psychology behind confidence and insecurity, and some practical tips on how to boost your self-confidence so that you can also be quietly confident. I came across this sentence recently on LinkedIn. It was written by Steve Magness, a performance coach and a mental health author. Now, typically, I'm the type of person who remains quite silent in social situations. It's always been the case, but it really depends on who I am with. Usually, the more comfortable I feel, the more I express myself, which makes sense. There was a time when I felt that I needed to rely on alcohol to feel more confident and be louder in situations. I would have a drink before a certain social situation just because I thought that it would make me feel more comfortable and I would feel more capable of expressing my ideas and my opinions. Why did I do this? Because for me, I thought that being the loudest person did mean that I was the most confident. But over time, I realized that confidence doesn't shout. A confident person doesn't need external validation. This realization was a turning point for me. It helped me understand the real meaning of quiet confidence, not to be confused with being shy. Being quiet and being shy are two very different things. And who knows, I could maybe make a video about this later. Now, all this being said, I would be lying to you if I said that I was 100% confident now. But there are a few things that have been helping me. So let's get into it. Here are tips to be more quietly confident. Number 1, stop over-apologizing. Typically, when searching for other people's approval, we tend to people please. And over-apologizing is a big part of people-pleasing. It can also be caused by low self-esteem. Deep down, when someone has low self-esteem, they think they are not worthy of someone's time, and they feel like they are a burden, or they feel like they're taking too much space. If you catch yourself saying sorry so many times, and sometimes you're like, but why did I just say sorry? I didn't do anything. I don't have to apologize for anything. Here's how you can reframe your sorries. For example, if you say, I'm sorry I forgot, you can say, thanks for reminding me. If you say, I'm sorry to bother you, you can say, thank you for your time. Or, I'm sorry I'm so bad at this. That can be reframed as, thank you for helping me. This reframing can really go a long way. Really try to apologize only when necessary, not impulsively. It'll make you feel and look more assertive. Now, tip number 2, master your body language. I always like to think of Wonder Woman when I feel self-conscious or a bit crouched or not in a good body language, a good position. I immediately think about Wonder Woman pose. The Wonder Woman pose essentially is sitting up, chest out, and having your shoulders aligned. The reason why I'm mentioning Wonder Woman is because posture is proven to affect behavior. A posture can change your hormone levels. It increases testosterone, which is connected with dominance, and it decreases cortisol, which is linked to stress. So next time you're facing a nerve-wracking situation and you feel very overwhelmed and stressed and you're lacking self-confidence, think about Wonder Woman. Just a different element in your posture can go a very long way. Another important aspect about body language is maintaining eye contact. Now, this is something I personally struggle with sometimes. Also, depending with who, but in majority, I struggle maintaining the gaze. But avoiding eye contact is usually a sign of lack of self-confidence because you're afraid that the person in front of you will judge you. But maintaining your gaze is important. People will be more likely to remember your face. They will be more likely to remember what you said and to believe what you said. So it goes a really long way, and it also changes their perspective of you. Tip number 3, Listen actively and show genuine interest. This is what I've learned in counseling. Active listening. We tend to listen to reply, not to understand. But there's a huge difference in between both. The more you listen to people to understand what they're saying instead of thinking of the next reply you're going to give, they will also feel it. They will feel more acknowledged and more listened to. And that will, in result, also change their perspective of you. It makes someone feel listened, it makes someone feel important and valued. Also, when facing a social situation or facing someone, it is very important to ask thought-provoking questions or, just go over the small talk. It shows that you're curious, it shows that you're interested, and that will really help in building lasting, deeper connections. And last but not least, trust yourself. Typically, unconfident people don't trust themselves, and people sense that. You must break the deeply ingrained beliefs you've always had. It's not that easy, but it's one of these things that the more you do it, the more you practice, the more you will eventually break those patterns. Create mini goals. Start small. For example, next time I'm at a big dinner with more than 5 people, let's say, I will express something. I will say something to everyone. And once I did that, I will be allowed to treat myself to something nice. That is an example of a mini goal you can set yourself. And having that incentive will help you to be courageous and show people that you are indeed confident. So to wrap up, it's a very interesting angle. And this sentence really sparked my curiosity, and I really wanted to do something with this. There's so much to cover in confidence and insecurity, so this is literally just a very little glimpse of what I would like to talk more about. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with this? Do you think it's maybe far-fetched? I would love to hear what you think. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to never miss an update. And by the way, if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover, leave a comment below.